Pete's, you are on the road with Leigh Guest, and today is our first international episode. We are in New South Wales, Australia. You might notice the famous Sydney Harbour Bridge behind me. I lived here for 3 months a couple years ago, and it was some of the best time of my life. Most of this episode we are going to be in Sydney, but we are going to head up north to Newcastle as well. Stuart, and what's your favorite thing about Sydney?
Just the hospitality and the weather. It's just great here.
Everyone
should be here.
Yeah. And you've lived here your whole life, you said?
Absolutely.
And you never go anywhere else?
Oh yeah, I've travelled elsewhere, but you know, can't beat this city.
You can't?
No.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much.
No problems. Enjoy your day.
I'm at the famous Sydney Opera House. It is right in Sydney Harbour next to the Royal Botanical Gardens with a beautiful view of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It was designed by a Danish architect by the name of Jorn Utzon and is one of the most iconic pieces of architecture of the 20th century. In fact, 8 million people every year come here from all over the world to see it. So I thought it would be kind of nice if we took a walk through the Royal Botanical Gardens.
Sitting, waiting, wishing, watching out on the ocean, hoping for some kind of bird to fly by, just to give me a sign of life.
So one of the things that I love most about Australia is how big the busking scene is here. Australians love having art in their streets. When I lived here, I was actually able to make quite a bit of money by playing my guitar on street corners to people walking by. I thought it'd be really fun while we're in Sydney if I took you around and we try to find some different buskers and you can see what the street art culture is like in Sydney, Australia.
We'll never be royal. It's running out there like
So this corner right here on George and Goulburn Street was one of the first places I ever busked in Australia. My second day doing it, the first day I actually made any money. What I loved the most when I lived here when I was busking is they have little $2 coins, which are freaking amazing when people empty out the change in their pockets and throw it in your guitar bag for playing on a street corner, and you get sometimes like $3 or $4 because of these little $2 coins. It's beautiful art. It's you've got so many drawings.
I get bored, I draw crap. People seem to like it. Bonus.
What's your favorite thing about Sydney?
Wow, that's a tough question. Women.
The women.
I love the women. No, the weather's good. The weather's good here. The living's good here, even though it's a bit expensive, but there's always something to do here.
So I am in Central Station in Sydney, heading up to Newcastle to see a friend that I met when I worked on the cruise ship in Hawaii, and I haven't seen him in 2 years. I'm really excited, and I love this train ride. It goes through beautiful parts of the country.
oh, and wondering, thinking, contemplating what might happen if I asked you to be mine. Are we wondering at the same time?
What's it like sitting on the side of that car without the steering wheel?
Different. It's much different. What's it like driving on the wrong side of the road?
Technically, it's the left side of the road.
Do you remember when I almost crashed your car?
Yes, I do.
There's those fucking turn
I
signals.
still have sleepless nights.
Over me driving your car?
And the near-death experience.
Hear somebody say something that you'll never, ever, 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 ever hear again in your life. Clayton, what were you saying?
I like Denny's.
You like Denny's?
I do.
You thought they had a really good menu? Poor May.
It was perfectly wrong. That's why I enjoyed it.
What was your favorite item on the menu at Denny's?
Actually, Dr. Pepper.
So now I know when I come from the States, I just need to bring you a big thing of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I like Dr. Pepper. The eucalyptus and the leaves is it makes them pie.
Make some pie.
Yeah.
So they pretty much just sit in the trees baked all day.
Pretty much.
I don't know, I only know because I've been to America. My first impression was that nobody understood that I was Australian. Everyone thought that I was like a pommy Englishman.
Like English,
Quite
yeah.
interesting.
Were you as crazy about Denny's as Clayton was?
Yes, I
You love Denny's?
I love Denny's.
Australians love Denny's, guys.
Yeah,
We need Denny's.
we want to get Denny's here for sure. I just love the size and convenience of things. I don't know. It
You
wasn't
like getting
just
a
any one
gallon of
thing.
soda when you go to the...
Well, I wouldn't say that I like that. I thought it was amazing that you could do that if you wanted
You get a
to.
barrel and they'll refill it.
I found like every day in America was bring your own cup day.
One thing that I think is so important no matter where you go is exercising. And it is a beautiful sunny morning in Australia, so I thought we could go for a little morning run.
The ocean can make a person think about a lot of things in life. And it's tasting so much sweeter, all that's out in the water with you sitting by my side.
And sometimes when you're in a foreign country, it's best to just get drunk with the locals and sing a little karaoke.
Down on a railroad track, let that freight train live.
So Newcastle is famous for its big dick. And Clayton, you said that they're about to tear down the dick.
Yeah, they're gonna knock it down next year.
It's a tragedy.
Yeah.
You ready? You ready to see the
Losing
dick?
our glory.
There she is. I guess he is more appropriate. Beaming through the sky. The big dick of Newcastle. Well, that's a wrap. Thank you so much for tagging along for another episode of On the Road with Leigh Guest. The next episode, we are back in the States, but we are a few thousand miles away from most of them in Hawaii on the Big Island. I will see you there, and don't forget to hit the red subscribe button so that you never miss an episode. Bye.
My side, by my side, by my side, by my side, by my side, you're by my side, you're by my side, by my side, you're by my